Hello crafters, it's Kevin Esty here from Stamping Just for Fun, and Christine is here with me. I'm going to be showing you how to put together the vintage Christmas cards, and we're using this stamp set. We'll be using, for this part, both of the bottle stamps. We're going to need a number of bottles to decorate cards. So in your packet, there is a quarter sheet of not Whisper White. Basic white, thank you. That we're going to stamp all the bottles on and we're going to punch them out. So I'm just going to keep those cards here in my view. So I have reference for how many of each color I need. And so I'll start with the large bottle stamp. And we're going to need 2 in Old Olive.
In Old Olive. Here you go.
So we've got Old Olive ink. And really, it's up to you what color you want to do your bottles.
Do you want a foam underneath?
Yes, I think I should have a foam. This is a photopolymer stamp set, and we want these bottles to stamp as clean as we can. Got little bubbles in that one. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to start down here in the corner. I'm leaving a little bit of white space around it. So I want 2 olive, leave a little gap between them. And then we're going to clean that off, and we're going to go to Evening Evergreen, and I want 1 Evening Evergreen. And then we're going to go to Merry Merlot. We want 1 in Merlot. And then we're going to go to Starry Sky, or a blue. If you don't have Starry Sky handy, use Night of Navy. And I just put my thumb in the ink. There we go. And I'm just going to rotate my cardstock here and do the blue one like that. And then, what's my last color? Oh yes, we're doing the small bottle in Soft Succulent. Turn that the other direction. It'll just assist with the punching, I do believe. Okay, so that is all of our bottles. And then we're going to bring in the punch. Now, if you don't have the coordinating punch, if you're one of our people that is doing this at home and you don't have the punch, unfortunately, you will have to fussy cut these bottles. If you're lucky enough to attend our in-person event, we are bringing the punches with us. But you can fussy cut. It's not that difficult. These are easy shapes to do. But I tell you, this punch sure makes this process easy. And don't worry, when you first stamp your bottles, they look very, very dark. And you'll see that those 2 that I did that were Old Olive, these 2, have lightened up quite nice. And the same for the Merlot, it has lightened up. And the blue one looked quite blotchy as well, but it has dried and lightened up a little bit. So don't be too concerned when you're first stamping. They're very solid. Yeah, that one has to be fussy cut.
No.
No?
No. Go up.
It doesn't quite fit the...
Yeah.
Does it?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Just do it.
Okay. I'll trust you. Do the little bottle in the top of the punch, and then we just have to
and then you fussy cut.
Trim the bottom. This one doesn't have any white around it because it is just a little bit bigger, but that's okay. Nobody's going to notice. All right. So we have all of our bottles done. I'm going to we're going to start with this card. So we need one of our old olive bottles. And I'm going to grab the kit for that one from the packet. You will find that one, it has some of this black checkered paper in it. You're also going to find a white card base that is the long wide format, 11 by 4 1/4. A circle that we're going to put our sentiment on. Oh, we're going to need that. Need a little block there, Christine.
Okay.
Please. And we're going to bring out that sentiment that says a very Merry Christmas to you. And we're going to need cherry cobbler ink for that. There's also a piece of the designer paper with a poinsettia on it that will need to be fussy cut. There's no dies or anything that match that set, so this will be a little bit of cutting for you. So I'm just going to put that sentiment right in the middle of our little circle. And then all these poinsettias from this designer series paper are a little bit different shaped. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller, but they've all got a little bit of green, a little bit of holly, and you're really just rough cutting around the edges. There's a bit of speckle in the background, and so that will make it a little easier to cut around because you're not looking to try to get the exact shape of the leaves and everything. You do you. If you want to be exacting, you be exacting. All right. So I'm actually going to, I was going to hand this off to Christine, but she just left. That's okay. This is not taking too long. She knew I was going to say that, so she got up very quietly and took off.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh, she's back. Okay, so I'm going to hand this off to you to finish the last little bit of fussy cutting so they don't have to watch me cut.
Okay.
And I'm going to start to assemble the card. So this card goes together pretty straightforward. Just burnish the fold of the card base with your bone folder to make sure it's good and solid. And then we're going to want to apply these two zigzaggy crosshair pieces with a little bit of liquid glue. You can use tape runner if that's what you prefer. I like the glue because it lets me move it around a little bit once I get it on there, so I can make sure that it's straight. And you're leaving a gap on all sides, so an eighth around the three sides. This one here. This was a better way to do the designer paper than to put a full panel on and then put a white panel across the middle, because it just wastes. You end up with covering and hiding all your designer paper. So now I'm putting some glue on my bottle. And I want my bottle right about here, about a third of the way in, like it's sitting on a shelf. Okay. And then I need some dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. Just going to put 2 on there. 2 large ones, 3 small ones if you have the minis. And that's just going to go right here. And then we're finishing up the fussy cutting, I'm going to grab my small dimensionals here to put on the back of that, and then we'll apply that to the outside. It's your choice what you want to put on the inside. We generally don't tell you what to put on the inside of your cards so that you can make them as you like them. Which way is up? No, I think that way, right?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that too. Just that one green leaf overlapping. So we'll put a few dimensionals in the corners. One in the middle. Oh, the release papers are stuck good on these ones.
Yeah.
All right. This way. Just curling the edges down a little bit. Just like that. There we go. So that completes that card.